Today, I wanted to talk about the changes that are going to be coming to customs, not with the 12.6 update, but soon thereafter, and how that can potentially affect the gameplay dynamic and hopefully improve the map overall and have a more well-rounded experience rather than just having the ability to lock down a single strip of customs and essentially control the entire map. BSG's released a little bit of photos. They just released one today, but they've also released photos in some of their previous podcasts, and I kind of just want to go through those photos with you. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, so this is the screenshot that they released today. This is what it looks like to me. I may not necessarily be correct, but this is kind of what it looks like to me. This looks like what they said it is going to attach to the construction area, so you can kind of see the building that wasn't really built. You can also see the what looks like the dorm's roof here. I don't know if that's necessarily, oh, of course, and you can't really zoom in. I don't know if that's necessarily the dorm's roof. These do look like the silos that the sniper scab does sit on top of, as well as like the hill behind dorms kind of looks like it's over here with these three silos. So my assumption is the walkthrough for the bronze pocket watch will actually have a way around. So this is a photo that they released today on their Instagram. So it's 5/20/2020. So they released this today. The screenshots I'm going to be showing you are from a earlier podcast, Dev Talk 9, when they talked about bringing customs to 12.6. But as we all know, that has been pushed back to a later release date, which is okay as long as, the stability is there. So you'll see that they're also adding some internal areas, and I think that this is going to be really great for a more potential close quarters combat on customs. I think another thing is, like a hole like this, depending upon where it goes, can definitely have some really, really useful places for Shooter Born in Heaven as well. But I assume that they're probably going to add some type of quest in this area. We're going to go ahead and hit the next photo. They have said that this is not an expansion of dorms. So this is a completely different building. My guess is it's probably attached to this building right here. The only reason I say that is because these blue windows, kind of match the pattern that you're seeing with these windows. So, take that with a grain of salt. I do want to say that it's the same building, but don't take that as factual information. That's just, a hypothesis that I have. So you can see this is definitely like a laboratory area. So my guess is maybe you'll be getting stems from here, so on and so forth. You can see with a lot of this stuff that you're actually going to be able to see they're using like burners and stuff on the table. So usually it looks like there's maybe a bandage spawn right here. So definitely seems to be medical equipment, which would be really helpful for the Salewa quest. So this might be one of the new locations to really go for that Salewa quest, since the flea market is now a level 10 unlock, and you're probably done with the Salewa quest before you hit level 10 usually. So this seems to be the hallway in that same building. Maybe not, the direct hallway. If we look at it, maybe, no, I don't think it is. The direct out hallway right here. So this is a hallway in that same building. I do have a feeling, since we do have the the same walls and windows. I do wonder if maybe these windows are able to be shot out, and until they're shot out, they kind of have like that grainy look, more like Emercom, but I do not know. This right here, this is a very open area. I do want to say that they're not just adding one building in particular. The reason being is you'll see that there's a hole in the ground here. The biggest thing about that is we're going to have, now we're going to have, just in this building alone, 3 levels of play. You're going to have basement, quote unquote. You'll have this top, this floor, ground floor zone, and then all the, uppers here. So it's definitely a very dynamic range of how fights could potentially go. So pretty cool. I'm definitely glad to see that there's more vertical fighting. That's definitely going to get us ready for Streets of Tarkov. Very excited for that map, by the way. I know you guys are too. Another thing that you'll see is that this is actually a separate building right here. You'll see in the last picture, there is no, way down or anything like that. It's just a hole in the floor. With this one, there's going to be a way up to these pipes right here. There's also going to be, holes that drop into the floor as well as a ramp that goes in. So with that, we definitely know that there's going to be tunnels connecting. If I had to make a guess, just based on maybe like this outside area right here, it's going to be a little bit harder, but I feel like this would probably be more in the factory area, seeing as how the setup kind of is in here. It definitely looks more industrialized, so on and so forth, with the barrels and so on. You don't really see a lot of the barrels and stuff in the construction side. You definitely see that more on the factory side of custom. And then we're going to get a another screenshot from over in this area, as you'll see. Definitely have that same piece right here. This is just from a different angle. Definitely feels like this is more in the factory / industrial area rather than the construction area. But I think these are all the screenshots that we have right now, unfortunately. If I do find more, I'll definitely put them in the video. But I think these are all the ones that we have. So as you see, not too much time's passed. I definitely looked to see if there was more. Looks like we have a kind of like a render here, like a, they're putting stuff in and it's not really high quality or anything like that. But what you can see is this is actually the building where that machine gun is mounted. It looks like it's probably on the right side. At least to me it does. So like if you're facing out with the LMG, looks like it's probably sitting over here rather than right here, but that's just me. I'm not 100% about that one, but it definitely looks like that is, this is definitely going to be in the construction area, and the construction area is right over here. So if you were to go farther right in this picture, you would have that building that has the second floor, as well as the building where the sniper scab does spawn on top of. We also got an aerial view of this, and it does look like right here is where that machine gun is. And we could potentially, depending upon, thinking way ahead of myself, if they have little jump ups here, looks like you could potentially, get the jump on somebody. But another big thing is it looks like all this is really open, and that kind of worries me. The reason being is I feel like you can't get in from over here. So I'm hoping that this is kind of closed off and maybe they're not really showing everything. But I think in this area right here, there's probably a walk down or something that you can get into. Maybe into the building and then go down. Maybe that's where we, saw the just the hole that drops into the floor, not the ramp or anything like that. But I think this will definitely be a really, really good place for PvP, as well as hopefully scavs are throughout here, and you can kind of use that machine gun to take them out and have a good time. This might also be no, I don't think it's a grenade launcher. I think it is an LMG. But those are all the other photos I could find for the upcoming customs update. Again, it will not be in the 12.6 wipe. It'll definitely be a few updates after that. But I'm still very excited for it, and I think it's going to add a very dynamic gameplay style and really refresh customs, honestly. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. My name's Buttersomething, and I'll see you guys on the next one. If you guys have any comments that you want to add, definitely leave them below. I'll try and reply to them. If you guys have any thoughts, definitely leave them below. But I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.